It doesn't matter if you've got three things, as long as you've got one thing. What I'm going to do is ask each one of you simply to say this sentence. Don't vary it, don't make it longer, shorter. One thing I'm taking away is, that's all I want you to say. One thing I'm taking away is, and just read out what you've written. It's just one thing.
Just give us one more minute.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Then, because of technical reasons, Mark, it's better to just go around in order rather than at random. Okay? One more minute.
One thing is recorded.
And if by chance somebody says what you were going to say, use one of your other things. So, I guess you've all got something now. And I will let Mark decide where he starts recording.
No, you decide, yeah? And last time we went round this way, this time somebody, and then we'll go the other way this time. It's nice to do things the other way, isn't it, Rakesh?
Yes, I'm looking at Etta, so she's going to start.
Is she, yeah?
So, what I learned this week is I wish when I go home I will devise activities that will make students have as much fun as we had here.
Just try and stick to that. One thing I'm taking away is...
I think I am more confident in my English. This is the most important thing for me personally.
Okay, I would like to create a great atmosphere in my class.
One thing
I'm taking away. Okay, one thing I'm taking away from that course is to create a great atmosphere in my class.
One thing I'm taking away is keep on trying new things and don't be afraid of failure.
One thing I'm taking away is ditto instead of ditto. DIYOW instead of do it the same way all the time.
One thing I'm taking away with me is positive energy.
One thing I'm taking away with me is inspiration.
A different me.
Okay, thank you.
One thing I'm taking away is a different attitude towards teaching people, students, and myself.
One thing that I'm taking away from this course is knowledge or feeling that I can trust myself more.
One thing I'm taking away from this course is motivation to experiment.
One thing I'm taking away from this course is renewed energy and I almost want to say like Chrissy, a different me.
One thing that I'm taking away is newly found confidence.
One thing I'm taking away is a new experience.
One thing I'm taking away is teach as a parent and not as a teacher.
One thing that I'm taking away with me is the it's okay attitude.
One thing I'm taking away is new vision.
One thing I'm taking away is understanding acronyms R's in detail.
One thing I'm taking away is that I won't be scared to do things differently anymore.
One thing I'm taking away is the fact that all students need to be involved in the class. They need to feel important and responsible for their own learning.
One thing I'm taking away from this course is that it is important to create such an atmosphere in the classroom that not only the students but also me as a teacher can feel good and happy.
One thing I'm taking away from the course is being more aware of myself.
One thing I'm taking with me is our memories and then also the threat of very active teachers.
One thing I'm taking away is always look for new ideas.
One thing I'm taking away is friendship.
One thing I'm taking away is to allow silence.
One thing that I'm taking away is a better understanding of my job as a teacher.
And what a lovely way to end that little round on.